Probably about 10 minutes later, I think I fought like... Have I even fought an extra battle? I think I might have fought one extra battle. Yes, I did, because I had one fight with Quarrelers. So not a huge amount has changed. I did run it, I hope, long enough to see if I was getting any more compiler errors. I wasn't. Shader errors, rather. So fingers crossed that it is going to work properly this time around. I'm going to tab out very, very quickly just to enable the in-game sound. I should also grab YouTube chat. Let's do that real quick as well, as I did just put that live. And good, I just saw it loaded there in the background. Marvellous! That's what I like to see. Load the game. Load that. Chat. Didn't quite mute myself in time. Pop out. Put that over there. Right. Time to get some grudges written off. The great book. So, yes, we are Magna Iron Rule. We are level 3. I did get a couple more career points, which I have not yet spent because I wanted to do that on stream. I did add some extra points to athletics into one-handed, just so that those skills could continue to grow a bit. I've not changed my inventory at all. We sold some stuff. I've been keeping these items because I want to smelt them down, but I couldn't find any wood to turn into charcoal, so that's something else we need to do. And then in Carrick Norn, I did go to the tavern where Khazad-ni the Thane is available for 10,000, so he's one of the Dwarven heroes. And then Throny of the Brewers Guild. These are people that you can trade with, basically. Oath Gold. So the Brewers Guild is there. You can see just above the warriors. And what you can do with him is you can give them Oath Gold in exchange for reputation. And you can sell them grain in exchange for Oath Gold. So if we manage to get a good collection of grain, we don't necessarily want to sell it to a city. We want to sell it to the brewers. I don't know whether he's always there or if this is on a rotation. But yeah, that's what's happening there. Also, there is now the Artisan District. This is where the Weaponsmith is, also known as the Blacksmith. Considering this is called the Weaponsmith, I am really wondering if they're working on armor smithing. I don't know if they are, but why wouldn't they just call it the Blacksmith? And then the Enchanter. This was an interesting one. You can basically add things to weapons. I don't know how this works. We haven't unlocked any enchantments. Oh, I wonder if this is runesmithing. Ah, okay. Interesting. So, yeah, that's the thing. And I saw that I was gaining some of these arcane scrolls. I was wondering what on earth that was for. Well, it turns out it's for enchanting. Which is kind of cool because they're also worth a lot of money. So I was very tempted to sell it. I was like, no, something like this, it's got to have a use. And yes, it does. Enchanting. The other thing that I've noticed is there is, in fact, a tournament going on here. And I rather like joining... Ooh, Slayer Axe. Joining tournaments, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to bet myself. I am definitely not skilled enough at this point. Also, I think that they did change the equipment. Actually, off of my suggestion, that it was too high tier. Especially the metal shields that just didn't break. So we'll see how it works with the dwarves. That's in the Empire. Let this load up and then see what's going on. And I care about that. Yes, I probably should. Just gonna edit one thing real quick. Turn on studio mode. No, it windowed. No, it didn't. We're good? We're good? We're good. Okay, opening battle. So we have a Slayer Axe here, which is a tier 3 weapons, one-handed. And we are in this fight here. We are not going to be betting. Betting's not even available. Oh, yes it is. It's available when we're fighting. But we're up against Lord Dori Ingvarsson, so I doubt that we're going to win. There's the enemy team. Me and the Dowie warrior. No, Two of us against the Lord, so maybe, but he's wearing really high tier armor. I'm doing 2 damage. Not very armor piercing, this weapon. Oh, broke his shield a little. Ow. Haha, that was hot. That was way hotter than I was expecting. Which, considering it's fresh tea, is not a surprise. Oh, he actually went out in the next round. And it was the veteran Quarreler who won. Interesting. I was actually expecting the Prospector to win that. The Prospector being the top of the two-handed weapon Dwarf Warrior path. The veteran Quarreler being the top of the crossbow path. Okay, so we are back on the map. I have expanded the party a little bit. We do actually have a Dowie Quarreler now. So we've got one Dowie who can actually upgrade to a Militia, and I think I'll do that. 2 Militia, 1 Scout, and 1 Quarreler in the party now. And we're at our maximum of 17. So I think we'll just head down to the Cultists once more and see what we can do down there. Maybe you should put some ice in your tea to cool it down. I'll just let time do its thing. And we're fairly wealthy, so I'm not too concerned about how much money we're spending at the moment. Moving around. We are a little bit injured. Oh, right. I have 140 hit points already. I just want to let that settle down for a second, because, yeah, that's a lot. Speaking of which, let's go get some more. So, Nest Cleansing here would give me another 10 hit points. We could get Fire Resistance, but I don't think any of these are particularly useful right now. So I think I'm just going to go for that extra 10 hit points. And then the Tunnel Watch, extra movement speed on the campaign map is huge. So I'm fairly sure I'm going to go for that. Yeah. So we have now got 150 hit points. Plus our armor, which is actually also quite good. We started with this, the Dwarf Militia armor. 22 armor, which is pretty high tier. And also our helmet, 38. Not bad starting kit. Ooh, Cultists. And we gain the extra movement speed as well. Tunnel Watch +1, just a flat +1.
Another fool enters our domain. Surrender your gold or forfeit your life.
You're alive! Alright, so let's take a quick look around here. They're just going to be coming over that crest. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the crossbows there. And then the soldiers there.
Got.
We have our militia guys now. The Dowie, who is the... Oh no, the Dowie are the baseline. They all start in militia armor as well.
Huzzah!
No bleeding wonder we're so tough. Oh no, these guys don't. Something... Yeah, they have something else. Alright, the Scout and the Quarreler are starting to fire. Once they get to that tree right in front of me, I will tell the main line to attack.
For the Karazanko!
Off we go. Ding! Swung over my head. There we go. Went good. Yeah, not many of us went down there at all. There's the victory. Did any of us go down? One person. 5 one-handed, 4 athletics. Not too shabby. And I would like 2 more crossbows, 2 more militia. And then we have the choice of upgrading the militia to either miners or warriors. Warriors are your sword and axe and board, and then the miners have the 2-handed piercing weapons. So these would be amazing against heavy armor, but we don't really tend to come up against heavy armor that much. Same with the Thunderers. So I think I'm going to go primarily for warriors if possible. Although the warriors cost oath gold. The prospectors do not. In that case, prospector it is. That was also the difference between the quarrelers and the thunderers. Thunderers are a lot more expensive. Do I want any of this stuff? Only as loot. Do Slayers exist? Yep, you can play as one. The 4 classes for the dwarves at the start is Slayer, Ironbreaker, which is what we are, Runesmith, and Mercenary. The Mercenary effectively being the closest akin to being engineers. So you can be fast. Or a dwarf, you can indeed, yes. That is a large warband. We're not going to tangle with them. Kind of curious to see what Solmfair's thing is. Let's check in. Art of the Trade. That is where we buy resources from them and then sell them ourselves. I do always have to visit. I don't want to visit me. Because then you have these loading screens. Just let me talk to him from there.
Oi, sorry, I don't think I know you.
I seem to be talking to a shield. Oh. What you got? Too many grapes. I will buy the products from you for 275. Now, did that actually increase my relation to the town? I have a feeling it doesn't. It does. 1. Okay. Cool. But yeah, just doing, like, talking to those guys, I'd much rather just do from here. I dislike that they've removed that. Which it looks like they have. Bad change. Don't like it. Alright, let's see if we can find the cultists. How heavy are those grapes? Quite heavy. Yeah, they're actually maxing us out. So let's head to Heidshofen and sell them there. To skip ahead of that warband. So this is a dwarven realm. Oh, chaos cultists. I'll fight them. Hey, oh.
Another fool enters our...
Alright, let's fight. Blimey, just checked my orc boss has 220 hit points. That's not fair.
Got Gasrandawi.
Oh, nice sunset there.
This got.
So if I did put you into a shield wall. Oh no, not you.
Line formation. Karin Kazan.
I don't quite have enough shields to actually make a proper shield wall. For it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. Now!
Play everything without a beard.
I quite like the dwarf. Thought I would absolutely hate how short the weapon is, but because it just hits so hard, that doesn't really matter. Because the damage on this thing is kind of insane. I found it was either a fine or a masterwork mace, and this axe that you just start with does like 10 more damage. Right, this is the other thing I noticed. So it's not just the orcs that have their own kit. See, down there it says item only usable by dwarf. Humans have that as well. So there's humanoid, dwarf, and orc that I've seen so far. I am really hoping that Chaos has their own item cancellation thing. We are now overburdened, but so be it. Because it always felt really weird that you could wear like Chaos Warrior armor. I don't think just the weapon's short, mate. Short! I love that trailer. That's one of the best trailers in games. The Mortal Empires. Right, yes, we did level up. So what do we want to put our points into? We're going to want to get as high as possible athletics because we're going to need to be faster. And also, the more athletics we have, the more invulnerability stuff we get. So I think we're going to go endurance. We're probably going to put a little bit into vigor, but endurance is absolutely the big one. And I see no real reason not to basically max this out. Form-fitting armor. Armor weighs less. Combat movement speed for tier 3s. Or better weapon handling while on foot. Never really seen the need for weapon handling. I mean, it lets you swing faster, but I'd rather just survive better. And if you're, well, we're going to be slow, because we're going to be in very heavy armor. So maybe we do want the weapon handling. You know what? I'm not doing this the same way that I usually play this game. We're just going to go full-on tank. Alright, Kreuzhofen. We have almost arrived. We have now arrived. And we have to wait a second for things to load. This does seem to happen a fair bit. Here we go. So we'll do some trade. We will sell just do this manually. Sell all of those. Sell the grapes because that's a decent price. So is that cheese? We'll take the 1600. Meanwhile, in the tavern, we have got a Witch Hunter Templar and a Life Wizard. Witch Hunters I've seen before, but Witch Hunter Templar? That's a new one. Dwarves are natural sprinters, deadly over short distances. Short! It's just a witch hunter. I will ransom my prisoners and get a bit more roguery. Artisan district. So even the Empire can do enchantments. Okay, that's interesting. And actually, there are some weapons here. Are any of them better? Like the Sparthax? 69 cut. That's 59, so actually the Sparthax might be better. Weapon reach 78, weapon reach 54. The handling is a lot worse. Oh, that's two-handed. Well, do I want a two-handed weapon? I think I do. I don't think I'm going to stick with two-handed axes, but I'm really tempted to get a two-handed hammer. And then the other thing I wanted to check is if you have any hardwood, and you do. Excellent. I will buy 60 hardwood from you. Primarily so that I can go to the weaponsmith and immediately smelt that down. Oh! Oh! Beautiful. Cool. I am probably still overburdened because we did just buy a lot of hardwood. And we are now carrying the charcoal. That probably wasn't the wisest thing I've ever done. What about if we hired an Imperial? Actually, we're not that far away from a Dwarven town. We go to Zifburg. Ah, good trade. There's iron here. Recruit troops. One of them. Right. And then I think I'm just going to go back to Kitesoffen because I basically do want to just smelt everything down. I would also quite like to fight those Empire deserters. Are you running from me? You are. There is no way I'm going to catch you. Not at the moment. So, walking around, I should have recovered some stamina because I do have the stamina recovery thing I do. So we're going to go ahead and just... Ooh, do I want to smelt this? No, those are really, really light. Let's just go ahead and smelt this. That's all of the hardwood gone. That's fine. And I did check that these type of weapons are in. These are all the dwarven hammers. So we can have a bit of fun with them. Plus the war boss one. Not very dwarven. So I was really tempted to try and make one of these eventually. So you know what? I am going to make a rule. I can only use weapons that I have made. Or start with. New rule. So I probably will want to get blacksmithing skill. And if I could do that for armor smithing, I would. The campfire, as it gets dark... Oh, hello. Can we... Can't pause, apparently. As it gets dark, you and your men set up camp, except we don't. We just keep on walking. As the night goes on, you can see that your men have broken up into two groups. One seems to be telling war stories, while the other is just talking. What will you do? So listen to the story of the shootout, which gives me ranged weapon skills. Join discussions on survival, which gives me medicine. Or tell my troops to get some rest. I think I'm going to go for the medicine, scouting, and athletics. Amidst the gentle crackling of the fire, a group of soldiers shared their insights on surviving in the wilderness. Their voices carried the weight of experience as they recounted tales of resourcefulness and endurance in the face of nature's challenges. Listen well, one soldier began, his voice steady and assured, for I will impart the wisdom of how to properly survive in the thickest wild woods, from foraging for sustenance to navigating the dense forests and treacherous swamps. The key lies to understand the land's rhythms. As the tales unfolded, the soldiers found themselves immersed in the art of survival, learning to read the signs of nature and adapt it to its demands. The stories emphasized the skills of medicine, scouting, and athleticism, leaving the soldiers with a newfound respect for the unforgiving yet awe-inspiring world beyond the safety of civilization. And that was sufficient to let me level up, including in scouting. So I think I'm going to take the Night Runner to get a bit more speed, and I think I might even get another point into scouting. Yeah. I do have 2 more points to spend, so I can get personal physical damage facing greenskins, and also additional just damage. And then impenetrable scale with scouting as well, and it will begin the battle charged, which will be quite nice. So we're going to continue maxing out on Tunnel Watch. Need Clan Renown level 2 to get these, but we can increase and decrease these at will. So that will do for now. Who have we got here? Orc Raiders. Oh, hello. Moving 2.7. You're slower than me! And that's saying something. Especially as I just took the extra damage against greenskins. An orc raider bigger. Attack! Right. So they do have some shooters.
Got.
But we've got some pretty good ground here. Actually, I really like this.
On. Got.
Now, are these orcs going to just come charging us? Yes. Maybe? What are you shooting at? I don't think you're actually shooting at anything that you're ever going to hit.
Wait for the order, lads.
Because I don't think they're moving.
Zarok away.
Where the bloody hell are they?
Got.
Let's crouch. What's use special skill again? Right shift. Oh, right shift. Oh, screw that. No. I'm going to make that. Quick cast is there. Quick cast is middle mouse button. I think we're going to go with that one. Oh, there they are.
Got. This way, lads.
Yeah, Q is the weapon skill thing. There's a way of automatically using that ability, which I now have. I thought just doing it from there is probably also a good move. Right, how much is it?
Rain down.
Thinking they can hit us. No way are we going to lose to Orc Arrow Boys. Come on, guys. They're big enough targets. One down. Here they come. They're actually shield walling us.
Slay everything without a beard.
Alright, lads, let's go. They're bigger than we are. Just where they fall hard. Nicely done. No losses, not even a KO. Beautiful. So the Dowie can become militia. I think I'm just going to go all in on the miners just because I don't want to spend Oath Gold. If I can avoid it. Although the prospectors I do need to. We have enough. It's fine. Dowie veterans, though, are way more expensive. You know what? We have Oath Gold. It's okay. And yeah, these are Orc items, so we can't use them. The Orc pointy sticks, however, I could. It's an arrow. Interesting. Alright, let's continue moving around. Going over to Carrick Herd sounds like a good move. There's a lot of metal being produced around here. And there is in fact a tournament going on too. Nice. And Thor near the coop, artisans can't sell products, which usually pisses at least one person off. So I'll probably avoid that one. We will, however, trade. We'll absolutely sell those items and that. Then I think what I'll do is I'll go to the weaponsmith. And I'm going to start smelting this stuff. Dwarf engineer and another Brewers Guild person here. Right, I do have prisoners that I can ransom, which we definitely want to do. How much stuff am I carrying right now? Way overburdened because of this. Okay. No, I'm just going to wait here until... No. Until morning. I also need to do the tournament. They heavily increase the amount of hardwood and iron ore that appear in both villages and towns connected to the woodmaking villages. Interesting. Right, so going back to the weaponsmith, I am going to refine the wood into charcoal because that makes it a lot lighter to carry. And then we'll go to the arena and join the tournament. Dwarf Ranger bracers. But again, not really expecting to do amazingly well here. 25 armor. We have a king present. Me versus a slayer. This time it's two. Oh no, it's a gun. Wait, yeah, there's a different weapon to me. Silly slayer. The king got knocked out in the first round against a miner. Interesting. You fulfilled his oath. Where's the... There's two. He's got a great big hammer. I'm going to run up here. Hi guys. Ow! 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 Block that. Block that too! Damn it! Sharpshooter. No, but I didn't go out because I actually knocked someone out. Semi-final, but it's against the sharpshooter again. And he has again got a two-handed axe. How many hit points does this guy have? Ah. No! So the fact I'm doing like 3 damage every time I hit him is like, come on! Old guard beat him. Sharpshooters are the highest level of gun users for the regular troop of dwarves. Yeah, I know. But still, grrr. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to do here. We probably should go to Kroppenleben in order to get some horses for equipment carrying purposes. I'm quite well off now. Go for 2 sumpters and a couple of palfrey. Go for that many. Oh yeah, that really increases our speed. Nice. Very nice. Alright, so where do we want to go now? Geschburg? Let's go to Geschburg. See what else we find in this area. That is a lot of people. So what I want to do is artisan, weaponsmith. I would like to smelt the last 2 bits that I have here. Then there are some orders, and we probably want to start doing those orders. I'm just going to go ahead and forge that. Satisfied gives us a little bit of skill. And then we are mostly using one-handed axes at the moment. But we haven't unlocked any of those, so I think we'll just start with the regular one-handed axe. This is going to be so much worse than the axe I'm currently using. So, no, I'm not going to do anything with that. What I could do is turn some of the crude iron into wrought iron. Is there ever any use for crude iron? No, I think it's only ever wrought. Oh no, you can use crude iron. Okay, in that case we'll keep a little bit in reserve. We have plenty of charcoal. I don't think at this point I want to pick up any more hardwood. I think I'm quite happy with these stocks. So, good. Let's keep going to find some more trouble then. Like those Empire deserters that I am significantly faster than. Attack! Alright, they are just coming at us.
This way, lads.
So let's get ourselves into position. So Dowie Militia do actually have shields. So I may not actually want to upgrade everyone to being a miner. As it goes, Dowie Militia. And then Warrior or Miner. I don't have any warriors. You're not moving, are you?
March with me, Dowie. Stop shooting.
Stop shooting. Back on Bannerlord, huh? Is your hand feeling better? I'm doing it in small bursts, so as not to overdo it. What's been added to this mod? Just dwarfs? Oh no. Dwarfs, Empire, Greenskins, Wood Elves, Bretonia, Aeonir. And those... Oh, Vampire counts. And those are just the playable factions. There's also Beastmen, Chaos, and Norska as like small raiding bands, and then Dark Elves, High Elves as like minor factions that can appear though they are rare. So there's a lot going on. You are on the move. Just getting into a better position.
Warrior. Gas range. This way, lads. Open fire, lads. Maracan!
Yeah, invincible 5 seconds. Now we go up to the archers. And there's the victory. Lovely jubbly. One dead. So we'll take the prisoners, we'll turn you into a militia. I would like to make some warriors, so I think I'm going to hold off on the upgrade. We'll upgrade you. And we'll take your loot. And then I think I might actually just go straight into fighting those at 19. I'm a little bit wounded, but I was playing pretty aggressively there. Also, I have just leveled up. So... maybe more scouting? I think I'm going to just keep on doubling down on the athletics here. Where did they go? There they are. Come back here! Gotcha. Right, let's get to fighting.
Zarok, stop shooting.
Now, are they just going to hang out over there? I somewhat suspect that they are. Nope, they're moving. We have 7 archers, so more than the previous group. We don't have that many shield bearers. Otherwise I would just shield wall up to them.
Slay everything without a bit. Open fire, lads.
Oh, we have throwing. We have grenades! Prospectors, of course. Dwarves be really good at sieges, where there's never any space to swing weapons. As a dwarf, you don't really need to, because your weaponry is so short. Short? Ow. Like it. No losses! That's what I like to see. Dowie Militia. Okay, so now I can make some warriors. I can make a warrior. I'm going to make a warrior just to mostly see how they work. Just continue looting stuff. I have a lot of cargo capacity now. And I've leveled up again. One-handed, so swing speed for one-handed weapons, or damage with one-handed axes and maces. I think I'm going to be blunt. And I think I'm also going to max out Tunnel Watch. So now my invulnerability ability starts the battle charged already, which is quite nice. Now, where's the nearest town? That is that a town or is that a castle? That's a town. Let's go there. It's just a very small town. Trade. So we can go ahead and sell all of this stuff. Sell that, sell that. We'll ransom our prisoners. We're up to 2.5k now, which is good. Meanwhile, at the blacksmith, what I would quite like to do is continue doing the orders. That one I cannot do. That one I can. And then I would quite like to actually make a two-handed axe. Oh, I can only make hose. Never mind. We just need to keep on smelting down more stuff. And for that, we just need to find more stuff to fight. So this is where the majority of the dwarves seem to be. And up here is a lot of orcs. A troll cave. There's Karakadrin. Red Eye Mountain. Karak Zufbar, which is where the foundry is. Karak Ziflin Norn. Is Kadrin the capital? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Is Kadrin the capital? Let's go up this way anyway. We have more than enough food and money to do a little bit of travelling if we wanted to. Grenstadt has got a tournament going on. Let's see how a dwarf does in a Empire tournament. Does this have flying units? Don't think so. It does have siege engines though. She starts a little bit. There, guys. That went well. Ah, and we were just knocked out too quickly. I was on 13? I think. I wasn't a blue, was I? A crossbowman versus a longbowman versus an artillery crewman. Theoretically, the crewman should win a gun match. Disqualified. Augur. Empire, Archer versus Pistolia, and it was the Pistolia one. Bloody nobility. Hey, Glennis. Imagine a dwarf at a Bretonia tournament. Oh, that would go well. Blackfire. Oh, that's Blackfire Pass. Oh, it is. Not looking very passable right now. But that definitely suggests that they're planning to do more stuff in here. And there's more than enough space for that. Well, seeing as you've just run basically into us, we may as well fight you. Just going to automate this. GG, easy. Because I noticed there's also a group of cultists over there. Then we could go to Middenberg. That's a lot more cultists. I could probably take the 23, but together I'm not sure about that.
Another fool!
Alright, let's do this! Chaos generally likes just charging us. Not seeing a better place to stand.
Got run this way, lads.
Right, so who's the warrior? You're the warrior. Metal shield.
Hold fire, Dowie. Rain down, veg. Slay the Oathbreakers.
What's the sheer amount of damage that the explosives would cause against like an undead army? That'd be fun. Has he got candles on his helmet? He does. Ha! Interesting. I think it's the first time we're seeing it because it's now dark. Interesting. No losses. That's what I like to see. I actually killed 3. Whirlwind of destruction. I would very much like to have some more warriors. We're going to hold off on that. We will get the Prospector and we will get the Veteran Quarreler. It's using quite a lot of Oath Gold though. Ooh, some more Arcane Scrolls. The best source that I've seen of getting those so far is cultists, like we just fought. And yes, I think I will go after the 15. If I can catch him. Like this one too. But this one I think I'm just going to
Slay
charge.
everything without a beard.
They were shooting at us, but no, it must be ours shooting at them. Damn, they've got a long throw. Oh, they are just standing there. Alright. Invulnerability! Well done, team. Once again, no losses. Take those prisoners, make another warrior. Make another Prospector. Warpstone dust. Oh. Now I think I'm going to go to Mittelberg. Drop off some of this loot. So we'll trade. Sell all of those. Sell that. We have sufficient food supplies. We'll go to the artisan, weaponsmith, and I will just smelt all of these down because I'm mostly just trying to collect smithing parts at this point. I think I will also refine down those items. Priestess Sigmar and a Witch Hunter. I don't think I really want to hire anyone from a Empire town. I really want to try the Dwarven heroes. I'd quite like to get like a Dwarven Rune Lord. So let's just go onwards. It's Zifbar, just because I want to see what it's like there. Do any of the Dwarven holds have regiments of renown? I haven't seen any. Yes, Cadrin does. Cadrin seems to be the only one. Yumi's End. Oh right, that's Blackfire. Does look cool. Alright, onwards to Zifbar. Catch these orc raiders. Are you running from me? Must be. Yes, you are. Running from little old us? This could be a bit dangerous because there are these two warbands over there. And we move very slowly after a fight. Now's the question, can you create your own kingdom of dwarves? Don't know. Probably.
Zarok, hold fire, Dowie.
I only have 4 ranged units. I have significantly more. So in any ranged duel I should win. Which should mean I can taunt them into attacking us. But we're having to go quite far forwards to do that.
On warrior. Gus Randowie. Warrior. Karin Kazan. Zakar.
2 veterans. Oh, 3 veterans. Should definitely be able to hit something then. Oh, you have 2 sets of bolts. Get a lot of that. Now I have an actual shield wall set up. Except they don't seem to be very good at using the shields. Maybe because there's just so few of you.
Gus Randowie.
That's more like it. And then I'll take my place in the shield wall. them to be a lot closer. This is going to be quite nice because they're moving so slowly.
Open fire, lads!
You guys hit anything? Unless explosives just bounce off of shields, which is possible, I guess.
Slay everything without a bit.
War. You said war right. Good. Tough little beastie, aren't you? Not more. There we are. Victory! Victory! One loss. Militia. My last militia. Quarreler becomes a veteran. Warrior becomes a longbeard. I don't think that quite works. They need to make weapons which are race locked as well. Okay, so now I want to move. Oh, Cragmere is actually blocking this road. Which is the only way to get to Sufbar. No, it's not. You can get through here. Cabin in the woods. As your party is travelling along, you come across a cabin in the woods. As you approach the cabin, you can see it's heavily boarded up. The only door to the cabin seems to be locked tight. As you examine the door, you see the door is weak, but the lock is average. What do you do? Break down the door. Your party bashes the door clean off the hinges. Your party gets inside the cabin to find someone or something has stored supplies here. Nice. There are some more orcs that we could get on the way through. So I have once again leveled up. So I'll take another point in athletics. So persuasion, chance, and party size, or stamina recovery and prisoner limit. Now my stamina recovers anywhere, so we're going to take the imposing stature. Plus persuasion chance is quite useful. Then leadership, you get experience per day for low tier units or for all units. I think I'll take the low tier so I can upgrade them faster. And then we have a legitimate level up, which I think I'm going to put into scouting. Oh, they're fighting us with the sun behind their backs.
March with me. Wait for the order, lads.
And it is a very bright day. You wouldn't get this in the mines unless it's lava. Oh, they're actually attacking.
Barakan, rain down vengeance.
I think they're throwing just short. I'm invulnerable! Nicely done, team. Oh, we lost one. A warrior? Expensive. to save for another warrior, I think. An orc harder. We'll drop off our loot. Well, no, because we're going to Zufbar now. We've made our way in. And yes, I know there were a couple of small groups there, but can't really be bothered. More Grim Ironforge. I think was the king. Okay, there's a bunch more Orc Raiders down there. Yes, let's fight them. Plus we could go to the Shrine of Grugni. Wonder if they're going to manage to... Yes. Alright, so this one's going to be a bit harder. 33 against 14, so we're outnumbered 2-1. And against the Orcs is a bit more dangerous, although we do have quite a high level party at this point. Blazing Sun, Panther, White Wolf, White Guard, and then there was something else. I'm fairly sure that they'll attack us here.
Onwards, Dowie!
No. Yes. There's the Longbeard. Oh, that is a cool shield. Look at how heavy that armor looks as well. Lovely.
Onwards, Dowie! Stop shooting!
Not you.
Open. Wait for the order, lads.
No, 12 archers. If I let them just sit back there and shoot, we're going to be in a bit of trouble.
Open fire, lads!
That's more like it. That's way more like it. Alright, let's get to the point. Stop blocking me! Move! What? I had invulnerability on. Shit. I feel like they had a lot more big uns that time than they did previously. Oh, is it 95% ward save? irritating. But also I think I need to change my hotkey. I have to reach just a little too far to trigger the invulnerability. So I think I'm just going to swap stealth and invulnerable. Make that one. And then stealth. Is that one. Although actually, if I want stealth to be anything, it should be that. I don't think left control is anything else. That's what it is in basically every other game. Hey! Cheers, buddy. Snowy of Carrick Vaughan. Doing me a solid. I will have lost my horses and things. I'm just going to run over to these guys. Oh, come on! Oh, wait! Ah! I brought some friends! What? But dude! Oh, okay, we are fighting. Wait, no, we're not fighting. Where are my allies? Guys! God damn it. Alright, hopefully there's someone here to actually recruit. Although those guys all just left, so yeah, that's good. I'll get the lot. Didn't actually lose that much money. Equipment wise, didn't lose that much. I took mostly the armor and some food. Oof. Food in many of these places seems extremely expensive. I seem to remember that was the case previously, like everything is just starving. We'll go to the... Smelt those down. Oh, they stole a bunch of my charcoal. Cheeky sods. But I can actually get up to 22 soldiers now, which is quite nice. Oh wait. I'm assuming you're not selling horses, but I'm going to check. I know you are. They're just ludicrously expensive. What? Well... Warboars! So there are dwarven mounts. Which I'm guessing the nobles ride. I am going to do the tournament even though I'm on 20 health. Not expecting to do well here. Mostly doing this for experience. Me versus a warrior. Got him. Mostly because I had a shield, admittedly. Ooh, I've got a big axe. Tread softly and carry a big axe. Shut up. particularly rude. Right. Get in! Maybe I should have bet on myself. Also, I think it's interesting that those guys have to come down the stairs, but I never do. This is a Thunder Axe and Shield. This is the best I've ever done. I'm in the final. I'm going to laugh so hard if I win this now. I don't think I will, because now I'm up against a sharpshooter who has also got a shield. Oh! Boo. That must have been close. That's got to have been close. But also vindicated not betting on myself. Alright, I think we've done everything in Zufbar that I wanted to. I wanted to see if there are any special people that we could talk to. Oh yeah, all the different guild people. So here we have the Brewers Guild. So Factor is a merchant. So these three are the regular merchant people. Runesmith, engineer, miner, merchant. Excuse me, merchant. Let's see Dory of the Runesmith's Guild. Can you teach my runesmith companion the sacred arts of runes? Can help, but it takes a lot. Know more about runecraft? Can you teach me? Can give you a clinker rune upon which you can build the foundations of your own rune key future. Is there something else? Can you teach me the fundamentals? I'm here to learn new ones. Judging by your mental capacities, you're too to grasp even the most basic runes. Best to stick using our weapons instead of making them. Return in the company of a runesmith. Magic items. You don't have anything. I want to use your thing. So I can throw different things to see if I get an enchantment. I was kind of expecting there to be a list of them, though. Ours is the oldest, wealthiest, and most powerful of the guilds. Founded in the time of the ancestor gods, still walks amongst us. We supply worthy Dowie with armour that can turn the blows of giants and weapons that can slay dragons in a single strike. In times of war, and only when the need arises, do we field the anvils of doom, capable of laying waste to entire armies. With our connection, we can also reduce the cost of troops suited in Grumrill, like Ironbreakers or Hammers. Can I support the rookie? So I can donate oath gold in sets of 20 or 50. You want metals, but none of the ones I have. That'll be all. And this is in the Rune Forge. A very large building, considering there's one person to see here. This room could do with some, like, apprentice runesmiths. Flesh it out a little bit more. Fill it up. Make it feel lived in. Worked in. Alright, then we've got the engineers. Most important and powerful guilds out there. Our engineers construct and maintain not only the grand holds, but also the various war machines of the Karazhan Corps. Apart from that, we help reduce the maintenance cost of black powder units. The guild also provides access to tried and tested prototype weaponry and artillery to various Dawi clans, but note we require you to prove yourself first. Can I support you? Same thing. I need better gear. Ah, so this is where you can get the practice handgun, which doesn't require any skills. That's where you can start shooting. You get dwarf bullets and musket bullets. They are the same. And that's all you've got for me. See, this place feels worked in. And yes, you can eventually get the dwarf cannon. And use it like the Empire artillery and Bretonnian trebuchets. Alright, next up we've got the Miners Guild. And remember, we started out as a miner and gem crafter. Explain the duties of the Miners Guild as one of the greatest and most venerated of the guilds, founded by Grugni himself. The Miners Guild ensures that wherever there is a vein of gold or iron, there are Dawi to mine it. Apart from that, we can boost the processing of ores and metals of your grung, as well as deliver coal, gems and iron every 2 weeks or so. One of the more trusted members can also fund underground expeditions who can tell what long-lost treasures lie hidden in the depths. Can I support the miners? I can give you oath gold. Can I provide you with troops? Ah, so I can give you troops in exchange for oath gold, I assume. And that's everything. And you're in the same building as the engineers. You can actually see them on the conveyor belt going past. It's a manufactory. And then it's just those two. There are no specific quests here. So I think what I'm going to do is go to Skofungor. Recruit some troops here. And yes, I will hire those for just gold. Gold I have sufficient quantities of. There are 2 villages right next to each other. That's quite nice. That'll do nicely. And Grimbar's Gate, there's actually 3 villages basically next to each other here. And then I want to see what's up in the Shrine of Grugni. Pray to receive the blessing. Receive the blessing. Now a follower of Grugni. 25 bonus crafting stamp. Oh, nice. And I know that there were orc raiders that are many of them going for that. Now I don't have a particularly high level party. So if I was able to catch one of those like on their own, I would fight them. But as we have seen previously, fighting 2 at the same time is not great. Also, yes, you are not wrong. I do need to heal. It does look like one of those units was on his own. 23 of them versus 22 of us. We are low level, though. No. It's quite a nice, secure area. But also a little bit scary that there's only one way in and out, and it's controlled by the orcs. So this is a fight we should be more suited to fighting.
Slay everything without a beard.
No, I do have a Thunderer. Except it's raining, so Thunderer shouldn't be nearly as effective. Six seconds worth of invulnerability now. Level's gone up. Particularly nasty days to be fighting a battle. That is some serious. That is a serious thunderstorm going on. Despite it being actually a little clearer over there. Oh, we have a banner! Just noticed that. Chaos Storm. Yeah, maybe. Warp Storm. Not green enough for a Warp Storm. At least I'm assuming a Warp Storm would be greener. So the Thunderer opening up. Much longer range than the Quarrels. Let's get to the fighting. Well done, team. One nice ones. A legendary orc hood. Interesting. So I want to continue going around here because I want to try to get to Caracadron because I want to see what the Regiment of Renown is. I'm kind of assuming it's going to be a Hammerer. The Necrocs have been destroyed. Roadside accident. As the party is travelling along, you see a cart in the distance. As you get closer, you can see it's broken down and tipped over. You can see some horses grazing on grass in a nearby field, presumably those who were pulling the cart prior to the accident. Gentleman crying out for help. Help him. Party lifts the cart off the man and he barely gets up. How will I treat his injury? I probably won't. Treatment fails, the man seems to get a bit depressed knowing they will be crippled for at least some time. However, he has been saved and he thanks us. So can I recruit orcs? Theoretically. Oh, so black orcs are the orc noble units. That does make sense. So I should have recruited one more wolf. You know what, I'm going to go back and get one. There's King Morgrim again. That has been looted, so never mind. Lots of war bosses going on around there. Don't mind me, just passing through. Through the undead areas. Ding! Ooh, a level. So what do I want to get this time? I think I'm just going to continue doubling down on the old endurance. And I think another one in scouting. Although it occurs to me that I could actually get a companion to be the scout. No, I want scouting because it directly affects my skill. And actually having lost the majority of my army previously does mean that we're travelling very, very cheaply at the moment. In fact, dwarven armies in general seem to be very cheap. Demon Slayer. Alright, Karakadrin, here we go. So all of those, and then here we are. Dowie Slayers from Kadrin. Right, Kadrin is the Slayer capital. I'll grab one. And then I do have a few things to trade. Oh, there's the rune magic thing I can learn. Okay. You do have some to wolf. I'm not going to buy any others though, too expensive. I started with an engraved axe. Oh, I see the dwarf axe is even longer. The engraved axe is just so short. So yeah, Karakadrin is where the Slayer King is. Karak, that's the capital. So I don't think that's on the map yet. Which surprises me a little bit, because isn't it where basically Karak Raziak is? Unless they have a plan for how to handle Karak. Now, how do I read this? To start, you need to find tomes and scrolls describing rituals behind individual runes. These can be purchased from runesmiths across Karazankor. However, it's possible one might encounter long-lost runes when clearing dangerous threats, vaults and lairs found on the continent. Afterwards, you can learn runes from the acquired scrolls. Once learned, you can either speak to a different runesmith or head to the artisan district in any Karak. There you can apply your runes to an artifact of your choosing. This action, however, requires you to possess certain unique materials. When it comes to the most potent runes, I'm afraid their knowledge is lost to us. Our runesmiths, as well as many underground expeditions, constantly busy themselves with searching for the lost knowledge. You'd not be surprised to stumble upon such runes in the darkest and most dangerous corners of the realm. On to the materials and magical properties. Arcane scrolls can be found amidst the loot of cultists of darkness. Those who use unreliable magic may also have it on their possession. Amber crystals are said to originate from the forests of Athaloran, the realm of the Wooddelgi. Those that lurk amongst the forest, the strange elves, the strange beasts that roam under the trees, are bound to have amber. When it comes to blessed water, you can always go to the many shrines of man to acquire some, but our rangers and kin from distant holds claim that bandits and thieves across Bretonnia and the forest of Laurelorn may carry such items. The priests of the Empire do not take kindly to outsiders, however. Marvellous gemstones are treasures of our proud kingdom. However, it's common for Urk and grubby scum to carry gemstones looted from our mines. These foul-smelling greenskins will regret invading our holds, and every grudge will be satisfied. As a useful tool, practitioners of magic also often carry gemstones as well. Few in life come across such a potent substance as dragon blood. Perhaps those of the highest military rank, valiant commanders and lords, or those who have reached the pinnacle of knighthood, may have such a rare ingredient. As for the accursed Thengduraz, corrupting warpstone, the vilest substance of all, it's crucial to remember that many civilized nations find this material highly illegal. You'll need to fight at the very gate of chaos to slay the cultists to acquire it. If one is particularly daring, then the blasted lands of Sylvania are rife with the foul stuff. But travellers be warned, in the lands perpetually shrouded in gloom and mist, the dead are more common than the living at times. Karakadrin's to the north and east of Zufbar. Yes, which it is here. Barakvar is to the south and west, but not on the map. Yeah, that's... But I thought it was like down here somewhere. You know what? I think Karazakarak's in here. I think they just haven't added it yet. Because they're waiting for whatever goes through this pass. Because Karazakarak is quite close to the wastelands. So it's either here or here. But I think it's here. So yeah, I think it's just not on the map. Is that a dry river or is that a road? It looks like a river. Yeah, those are dried rivers. This might be waiting for war sails. Although I think they may already have widened this river to make it navigable. And yeah, I was going to say the river in Marienburg definitely should be going down to Altdorf. That is a big frickin' river. Huh. Scribes of the Grimoire and Acromiums, no more. Anyway, I think that we have seen what I came here to see. I'm now mostly looking for stuff to fight. I think I may also try and find a horse seller. To be fair, the rivers are always pretty big on the map. Yeah, that's true. Misty as hell. Merchant, let's see what you got. A Dwarf Warrior Great Hammer. That's cheaper than I expected. Ranger armor. Oh yeah, that's quite good. Excuse me. Who's that? Gobbos! Let's fight them. There's another group of them over to the side of us. Can't for the life of me figure out how to use some of the engineering weapons in the game for the dwarves. I think they might be locked to specific classes. Mainly the multi-shot dwarf weapons, the troll hammer, torpedoes, the drake fire weapons, I think may be locked for use for ironbreakers. Yes, the troll hammer and the flamers I think are.
Kazukan.
The multi-shots I would suspect are mercenary. If they're locked.
After me, Throng.
No archers.
This way, lads. Hold fire. Got. Hold fire, Dowie.
Now where are you running to, you cowards?
Zakar. This way, lads. Got. That's Randowie. That's Randowie. This way, lads. Open fire, lads.
Chuck 'em if you got 'em. That was a terrible shot. Dude. Come on.
Slay the Oathbreaker.
That was better. Bloody goblin gits. No losses. Cunning gits and gits. Hold off on that. I will get one more quarreler and then a couple more militia. Ooh, sumpter horses. That's a good get. Okay. Now, am I going to be in any shape to catch you? So I'm just going to catch him and kill him. Warboss Sly Sweaty Bollocks. Sure. Ah, dear. Orc names are the best. Cool. So, what do we... Oh, wow. Those are crazy cheap. I'm going to buy them all. They're even cheaper than the sumpter horses were. Well, my entire party now is basically riding. We will ransom our prisoners. I've already traded. What I have not done yet is smelted. Go ahead and smelt both of those, and then make another charcoal. I think I'm also going to go ahead and buy some more wood if you're selling it. You are. Get 30 and I'll just immediately smelt that down too. Unfortunately, I don't have the blessing anymore. Artisan, weaponsmith, refine, 4. Oops. Plus I'll do one of the orders. Throwing knife, sure. I need to rest. That I can do. Okay, I've rested. Displeased. That is unfortunate. Let's go to the toilet. Now this time I am on full health, although the thing is for light wizard shoulders. So I don't think I'm that interested in those. Although if I do ever get a wizard, then maybe I should keep him. Although, would we ever recruit a wizard, realistically? So let me use my own equipment. So goodbye to your shield. How many hit points does that guy have? Does it count? I better make it count then. Damage. Oh, now I've got him on my side. I should have bet on this one. I think we can win this. Again, it's giving me a dwarven weapon. Yes, team! And now it's me versus the Count in the final. Unfortunately, this time he doesn't have anyone to distract him. And honestly, I don't want to win this. Because then I think the value of future bets goes down. Oh no, I lost. Well done, Count. Well done. Okay, onwards. Except I leveled up in smithing. Nice. So do I want to be an efficient charcoal maker or do I want to be an efficient iron maker? I think... I mean, ultimately it's going to be the curious smith and the experienced smith that I'm going to take, and I'm going to have the refining of ore go to somebody else. But just in terms of how much you use these, I think the efficient charcoal maker is probably the better option. Although you do max out the experience you get from charcoal making pretty early on. Still going to take charcoal. I have 2 points that I can put into fire resistance and explosive charges. Not that that really does much for me. And then... I think probably back down to this area, because that's where we were dealing or finding a lot of stuff to do. Cultists and the like. Although being near Karakadrin in order to get Slayers would be quite nice. I'm also kind of okay just wandering around. Let's get the gobbos!
Wait for the order, lads. March with me, Dowie.
Oh, there's our slayer. What's the goal for now? Vibing the undead land, doing the ancestor god's bidding, or are we going to the elven lands? At the moment, I'm literally just travelling around. We're only in the undead lands for the simple reason that I had to go through the undead lands to get to Karakadrin. No more grenades?
Slay everything without a beard.
Hello! Oh, there's so little! Are you running away? You're trying to. Are they saying ow as we hit them? Now I feel bad. Hold on, team. Okay, do I want more miners? Yes. Do I want more militia? I'm going to go for another quarreler. And we'll make you a veteran quarreler. Yes. How's the wrist holding up? Stretch and shaking your wrist, hand wrist these last couple of hours. Hasn't been too bad so far, but this weekend has been relatively laid back in terms of usage. Although that being said, I did just do a... Oh, it was only a 5-hour game actually. The Hearts of Iron multiplayer earlier. I'm actually running very low on food. Let's stock up on some grain. From Stephansdorp. I could actually buy a whole bunch from here and then ship it to Karakadrin and give it to the brewers. Kind of like that idea, actually. So we're... Sorry, Karaknorn. I think Hern is the best spot. Let's go to Hern. You're a long way away. Why do I only have 8 people? Oh shit, because I went through one of the, cursed areas. That is a rather large army. Manfred. I mean, this area is quite nice because there are just so many dwarven territories around there, whereas down here, it's just Karak Khan. So I guess we're going to go to Carrick Asgar or Carrick Guntuk. No, I wanted to go to her. We're going to her. That's going to be our headquarters. Although that's a lot of bad guys, but we're quite strong now. Couldn't take both of those together, but taking these together I can. I should be faster than them. Perfect. 18 versus 22. That works for me. Charge!
Stop shooting. After me, Throng.
No, 5 shooters. Now, because there are orcs here, it looks like they're actually using some tactics. Funny to think that orcs use more tactics than chaos do. But they do. Orcs is smart. We use the we use tactics. Tactics. Orcs is smart. We use TikToks. Hi. I kind of want to come over this way. Ow! That's just rude.
Zakar.
Mostly the grenades I want to see right now. Guys.
Slay the Ironbreaker.
There's the grenade. That was a very good grenade, in fact. Well done. Oh, big one. Yes. Got another big one. Oh, that was a whirlwind of destruction there. Got 5 of them. And we've hit 100 athletics now. Take all of those. We'll definitely do some promotions. Because I'd very much like to have some more warriors. Ooh, sharpshooter. 9 oath gold. Better be worth it. Oh, we looted some beer. It was worth it. That still only counts as 1. We as influencers. You're running. You're running. Not Gantuk. So we did see our hideouts, the cultists. Ding! One-handed. Shield bearer. Removed movement speed penalty of wielding shields and also more movement speed to infantry in the formation. That sounds good. Plus 4% damage with melee weapons or movement speed when I have no shields and no ranged weapons. I'm basically always going to have a shield with this character. Then... more scout? I think so. As this character is going to have such high scouting, we're going to want to bump up our cunning as well. Might as well stop by on the Shrine of Grimnir while we're here. All troops in the party deal an extra 15% physical damage. Oh, hello. That's worth having. A fair in the woods. As your army travels, a sudden clearing reveals a surprising sight. A bustling fair known as Morsleave Revelry. Tent stands proud, colours dancing in the dappled sunlight. Laughter mingles with the snorts of horses in the heart of this joyous gathering. Just noticed I'm almost out of money. Let's go savour the flavours. Scent swirl and tempt, guiding you to a feast of flavours. Meat, sizzle, and ale froths. A carnival for the senses. There's plenty of food available. It's your choice to partake. I shall. Let's go to the horse races. That is 500 ducats we don't have. Horses. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a look at this peculiar turnip. And we're going to try and get it. Luck is not on my side this time. That is unfortunate. I did not get the peculiarly shaped turnip. Disappointed! Okay. Oh! Oh, we must have leveled up. Cool. So we can get a much larger party at this point. Although that is also going to be extremely expensive to carry around. I'm going to smelt those down. Let's go to the artisans, the weaponsmith. Smelt. Ah, I couldn't smelt. Right, those are arrows, they're not javelins. They might look like javelins, but they're not. I think I quite like having a party of around 20 though. This is working for me at the moment. And we are paying 100 now. Do I want to go to this tournament? I mean, yes. Question is, do I want to bet myself? Prospect of pickaxe would be nice. I'm getting plenty of skill here. All reds. Not a chance. 2 lords, a thunder and a sharpshooter. Oh, I made it through. That's going to be a brutal group. 150 per level. Kill steal? My gosh! Ah! What was he? Warrior. Just doing the 3 damage is so annoying. And then the Quarreler kill stealed me as well. 2 kill steals. 2! Who's actually going to survive this? I bet it's the Runesmith and Godie. No! Runesmith failed. I bet Godie wins. Yes. Have you tried not being a weak little stunty? Why, yes I have, which is how I became this wondrous specimen. Okay, so that is everything at Karakan done. No, it's not. No, it's not. I need to go to the tavern, not the Runesmith. Brewer. Although, Runesmith, I want to recruit one of them. But it's going to cost me 10k. Can I deliver some wheat to help brew the ale? Have some stacks of grain. 30 grain or 50 grain, and you get 25 oath gold. That's actually really good. Okay. You're welcome. 30 for 15, so it's 2 for 1. Huh. And now I have 133 oath gold. I should probably donate some. How about I give you 50? It says cost of, oh, how many I have up there. That's useful. I am still unknown. Okay, that's going to be quite expensive then, I suspect. We now have a grand. I think what we can do is head back over here and get back to fighting deserters and orcs. Orcs, 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 orcs. So I have leveled up. And scouting! Travel speed and step and planes or sight range? No, I want travel speed. And I have another point for 50% chance of an Ironbreaker troop not to consume an explosive charge when used. Fortunately, I don't have any Ironbreakers. I'm not sure how you get them. Maybe the Miners Guild? Get into Ziflin. It's not there. There's cultists up there. That's a lot of baddies. Let's see if I can hunt down these 19. I do want to be a little bit careful here. Taking those on at the same time I think I'm okay for. Though that is 27 against 21. But we're dwarves! It's only when they outnumber me more than 2 to 1 that I struggle. Probably.
Range. Wait for the order, lads. Zarok away.
They do have archers, hated them. I think is more than me. But we do have some high tier ranged units, which I'm fairly sure are going to be better than our boys. You heard him. Wait for the odour. Don't fire till you can smell them. Well, we're fighting orcs, and I suspect that orcs aren't the most hygienic. And with the elves, you'd smell all the perfume, so they're just as bad as each other, really. Orcs do make effigies out of dung. Oh, lovely. Humans smell like regret and bad decisions. I certainly had the impression of like an elf wearing Axe odor body spray. Except really, with a name like Axe, it's more likely to be dwarves. Dwarves smelling like human teenagers. Lovely. Are they charging?
Open fire, lads! For the Karazanko!
Oh, jeez, oh! That was my face!
This way, lads! For the Karazanko!
Time to get smashing! Let's get some invulnerability as well. Oh dear. I think we're still winning.
Don't stall it now!
There's the victory! Huzzah! 7 dead. 6 wounded. 2 of the quarrelers died. So... Warrior, warrior, warrior. Militia. Quarreler. That's a lot of stuff. Don't mind if I do. Right, best place to sell this is probably Wusterburg. I'd quite like to go to Karakan. You're going to chase me down. Haha! I'm faster! Dwarves that are faster than an orc. How embarrassing. Okay, let's trade. Sell this junk. Sell that. And then artisan, weaponsmith, smelt. All 4 of those. May as well refine up some more charcoal. And actually, I still have loads of smithing stuff left. And I got a whole bunch of iron ore from somewhere. Maybe that was from smelting the orc stuff. In the runesmith. Yeah, I'm still kinda hurt. Also, I need to recruit some new. Thankfully, there's a whole bunch of Dowie here. Let's go to 24. Perfect. I think that's good. Anyway, I think that this is going to do me for today. We've got 2.5 hours in, at least, to make up for not being able to play yesterday. But hey, it's stable now, so that's good. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this and you want to support the channel, then please do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. I'll be back again next weekend. On Saturday, we're planning to do a big game of Hoi, where there's probably going to be like 10 players, most of us from Paradox. Been planning that one for a little while. What are we doing? Right, we're all playing fascist miners without fascist Germany. We're all going to turn on fascist Germany and then basically carve Europe up between us. It should be a fun one. I'll be playing as fascist Belgium, because of course. So that's on Saturday. So Sunday, I'll probably do more of this, or maybe CK, but probably this. So yes, I hope to see you next weekend for some more fun and games. That's it for me. Said the YouTube stuff. No, YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find me on twitch.tv/MordredViking. If you're watching on Twitch, you can find me on youtube.com/MordredViking. I also have a Discord, which you can find at the link here. Hey, Fraser. As soon as I get my mouse back. Hello. Thank you. In fact, you've already posted the Discord. Thank you, McHappyface. Yeah, so that's it for me. I'll see you next weekend. Have a good week, everyone. Bye-bye.